I don't know which one I should ride. I don't know which one's the best. Hey, little plebeians, it is Sister Guard here. Hopefully, you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. We are in World Zero today for something a little different and a little special. We are going to be making a amazing tier list of all of the mounts. I'm going to talk about how to get each of them, how you were able to, and if they're worth their cost, and if you should be going after one of them, whatever it may be. We have a couple free ones. We have the paid ones. So I will, before I do the normal video intro stuff, I just want to specify for y'all, these are all of the mounts released after the game went public. Not during alpha, not during beta, but this is during the public release. So I don't have the wonderful, like, Phoenix or any of that. So let's do the normal video intro stuff. If you haven't already, please make sure you smash the like button and do the same thing with the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And Jay is our lovely pleb of the day again. Yes, I'm going to let you be pleb of the day yet again. Thank you for the love and support. I greatly appreciate it. So I'm also going to be joined by a very special guest today. It's Mr. Zalan. Mr. Zalan, who helped me with pretty much all the mount videos. He is going to be joining me again today. So what he's going to do is I'm going to talk about why these are great mounts, guys. Why they're all great mounts. See, I even have a beautiful tier list set up. So we have the giant fluffy cat. I just have one of the wolves up here. You can have multiple variations of this. I wasn't going to put all three of them up there when literally the only difference is color. We have the dire Boerwolf that you can buy from the shop. We have the Scarlet Rhea. This one also represents all of the other Rheas that are in the game. We have the Hellhorse, the Broom, the regular Boerwolf that you get for free, the Turkey Rhea that was only available on Thanksgiving. We have the unicorn, and of course we have the reindeer. We're also going to take a look at each of them and kind of, you know, some of our opinion will be based off of color. So I'm going to wait for Zalan and we'll get started. All right, Blib. So the first one we're going to start off with is the magnificent Boerwolf. This is the first free mount that you were able to get in the game. And you were able to get him by completing a quest of killing 1,000 Boerwolves. 1,000 Boerwolves in the first area. He is extremely slow, but he has been basically the OG pet. The quest to get him is from the first world. If y'all didn't know, haven't seen my other videos on how to get that, it is the side quest. It's kill... Oh, it's 1,000 elite Boerwolves. I'm sorry, my bad. Anyways, so we're going to go over to our ranking. Because it is free, I know it's definitely not on our lower end of the list. So let's go over the rankings real quick before we even rank this guy. We have S-class for the very best, the ones that you should be going over. We have the A-class that are kind of, you know, they're great, but, you know, they're not S-class. And then we have B-class, which means they're closest to the bottom, but they're not horrible like the OOF class. So I just have them all sitting in the OOF class right now, well, before we start going over things. So we are going to start off with the Boerwolf mount, so the regular one. So Mr. Zalan, do you have an opinion? It is a free mount. It is the slowest free mount, but it is a free mount. Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of agree to that. If you look at the details on it, it is probably one of the least detailed of the mounts. So that's kind of what's driving me. So we have our first B tier. We have our first B tier right there, guys. So let's go on to the next one. Alright guys, the next one I'm going to go over is the wolves. So there is 3 of them. We have the pink, the blue, people running through my area while I'm trying to record. And we also have the white wolf. This is one of the first items that Sister actually bought in the game. So these guys cost a whopping 2,200 gems. And guys, that is about $10 of Robux if you want to outright buy it. Or way too many days if you're using the daily rewards. However, these boyos be quick. These guys are significantly faster than the Boerwolves because they are the gem ones. The detail is actually pretty nice. Now that they have added the more high definition look, the fur actually doesn't look as good as what it did a long time ago when I first started playing the game. So little sad on that part, but All right, Mr. Zlan, what is your pick? Because I'm thinking about putting this guy, just as because it's an OG and it's been around forever, probably an A. What's your pick, Mr. Zlan? Alrighty, so we've got the wolf stuck in that lovely, lovely A spot. Let's move on to the Rheas. Now, Sister doesn't actually have any of the Rheas, other than the turkey one. So they have the Sky Scarlet and Mint one. The Mint one. I just was never interested in getting a bird. I'm just going to be real honest. That was never something I wanted to do. These guys don't look half bad. They don't look half bad. And because they are one of the cash shop mounts, they're going to have the same speed as the White Wolf. So, but it's the same cost. We are literally back into the same situation we were with the White Wolf. But my personal opinion, it's I don't think flying birds are as cool as wolves. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to rank this a big old B. Zalan, what are your thoughts on the Rheas? Oh, B. Yeah, banana tier? Yeah, we're going to call that banana tier. All right, so we have this. All the Rheas are in B tier with our lovely Boerwolf. So we're going to move on to the dire Boerwolf, which is the last one from the cash shop that we're at least going to start with. We'll do Big Fluffy Cat at the end. So I don't even have this one either because, again, you get the regular Boerwolf from completing the quest. So I never actually wanted to go and get it because it's the same situation with the White Wolf. Although the detailing on this thing doesn't look half bad. It actually looks pretty menacing. Just looking at the picture in the shop and the mount that it has. Actually, that looks pretty sweet. Sister's already spent way too many gems, so I'm not going to be buying it. But I will have to say it's definitely better than having a Rhea. So I'm going to go ahead and rank it in the lovely A list. What about you, Mr. Zalan? A, all right. So we have the lovely dire Boerwolf, which you do get from the cash shop, up with that lovely guy. So the next ones we're going to be going over are limited items, and then we're going to go over the newest item, which is the Fluffy Cat. So the next item we're going to go over is the Majestic and the Mighty, the Hell Horse. This is the first Robux strictly only mount that was introduced in the game. Sister has used this thing for so long. So if you're curious to how to get the Hell Horse mount, you do have to pay for it. It is 1,200 Robux, but it does come with a Hellhound pet. So I'm unfortunately going to have to cut that from 1,200 to 600 because you're getting 2 items with that amount. But I mean, when the game first came out, this was the fastest mount in the game. I've done a video on it. Y'all all loved it. So there are other mounts that are now the same speed, but I mean, I love the detail on it. It's really cool. And honestly, 600 Robux is cheaper than 800. So for me, at least, I'm going to put this as one of our first S tiers because when you get this, you do get another pet. And this mount has already been debugged. There's no issues with it. I know it doesn't cause lag like there is another mount that likes to cause lag. So my first vote is going to be for the S tier. What does Mr. Zalan have? He agrees S as well. And I do want to let you know I am not telling Zalan to agree with me. He is allowed to have his own opinions, okay? I just want to specify that right now. Zalan's over here typing help. I am not forcing him. Lies. You're gonna get the regular chat like all confused. They're like, why is this person typing? All right, we're gonna move on to the next mount. This was the first holiday mount they released. We have the lovely broom mount. This was introduced with the Halloween update, and this was actually a pretty cool mount. I know this is one of the mounts that Zalan has too. The cost on this one, this was in the 2,000 in the premium pass. This was 2,000 gems, diamonds, whatever you want to call them, which puts this at about the same price that it was for the lovely cash shop. And you had to get all through the ranks to get this, although the rank wasn't that bad. Although Sister can't talk because I bought the entire ranks, but never mind. Anyways, focus. The broom is also as fast as the Hell Horse mount, so it is actually pretty quick. I mean, it's got some pick up and go. It's got some pick up and go to it. So, however, because of when this was introduced, it did cause a lot of issues for new players because they got really mad because they had to pay for it. And so, and it was also locked behind the rank system, which took people a long time to get. So for this one, my first vote is going to be, I'm going to put it in the A, strictly because it kind of falls under the whole cash wall if you are wanting to get it. And because it was a limited item, you did have, I think, what was like 2 months to buy it, when all the other mounts that we have talked about previously have been permanent. So at any time you could go and get it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a big A. Mr. Zalan, what would be your pick for the broom, which is your primary mount? S. Oh, we have a debate. I'm gonna have to bring in a third party judge. So I have Mr. John. We have Mr. John in staff chat that I need him to break the tie. He's voting B. That doesn't break the tie. Okay, guys. So for the broom, John voted a whopping B. So I voted A. Zalan voted S. So it is going to get smack dab in the middle because that's kind of the medium of what we've got. So we're going to go and rock on to the Turkey Rhea, which was the Thanksgiving mount. All right, guys. Here is the Turkey Rhea. Pretty much it's a reskin of the other Rheas, except it looks like a turkey. It go gobble gobble. I bought this for the same price that you have to buy everything else in the cash shop, and it was a limited item. And I'm gonna be real honest, I would have preferred the regular Rheas over this. I literally bought this for a video, and I regret it. So, it has the same speed as the other Rheas. It literally just looks like a giant turkey. So I'm gonna vote my first oof. Mr. Zalan, your thoughts? Okay, we agree. Thank you. So we've got our first oof. So Turkey Rhea will stay in the oof category, and we are going to move on to the Christmas mount. All right, so our Christmas mount was the lovely reindeer. So here is the reindeer. He was, I lost my cool over this. I know some of y'all did when you saw the video. So this is the exact same thing we had with the broom. It was locked behind a paywall. You also had to complete all of the ranks. However, if y'all didn't know, the dev team actually commissioned someone to actually build this mount for them and do the animation. So this was not actually made by the official World Zero dev team, I don't think. Or it was a new person that was added. So, I mean, it's of all of the mounts I've listed so far, it is probably the highest quality. And yes, I am trying to upsell this thing because the other thing it does, if you are running Tower 2, this is a lag machine. I'm already having issues now. Like, my game is stuttering. Like, I can't move my to turn or anything. So, yeah, because it is a lag machine and because it is stuck behind a paywall, we actually kind of debated this before I started recording. I was going to do B, but I'm going to go ahead and do oof. Even though it is a super pretty mount. The paywall and realizing how much of a lag machine it is, no. I'm going to vote oof. Mr. Zalan, it's a big oof. So, we have Mr. Reindeer, our second oof. So let's move on to the Valentine's Day mount. All right, so we now have the unicorn mount. So basically a little bit of a reskin from our lovely Hell Horse, although this one has sparkles and very dead eyes. No, it is actually about the same speed as the Hell Horse, and this one's free. You heard me, it's free, but it's only available while the Valentine's Battle Pass is out, and it is all the way at the end, right here. So you do need 20,000 hearts collected in order to unlock it. It is at the 4th rank, but I mean, it's the first free mount we've gotten other than the Boerwolf. So yeah, I mean, it's not that bad looking. Like, and I also love the running effects. If my game would not lag because they just posted an update for some stuff. Yeah, like this is like the little effects. It's not bad. This one doesn't lag either, by the way, if you're wondering. I have not had any lag issues with this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this level amount in the S class because it is free, because it is still available, and because when it does become unavailable, I mean, everyone's going to have it. So you probably would be able to trade something pretty cheaply for it because, again, it's free. All you have to do is unlock it in the battle pass. And if you're grinding up to level 90 from 85, it's not going to take you that long to get it. So, Zelan, your vote. S class as well. So we have yet our second S class. So let's go ahead and put our level unicorn mount up there. So our final one, which I can't turn the noise on right now because I'm in a chat and I have a bunch of plebs trying to talk to me. We're going to do the big fluffy cat. So our 10th and our final mount that we're going to be going over is the fluffy cat. That has eyeballs. He sits. He's absolutely adorable with the wiggle tail. And he does boops. He does boops when he walks. He is super cute. He is super cute. This is adorable. Y'all already know it's adorable. I already have a video of me losing my mind with this. So, however, it has some drawbacks. It is the same speed as all the other cash shop mounts. It also is, again, 2,200 gems, which means it is basically a $10 mount. I mean, it's a cool cosmetic, especially for, like, it has a very Asian theme to it, and it looks cute, and I like the animations on it, and I like the fact that it goes boop when it walks, but it's locked behind a paywall. That's pretty much the only cons I have for it. So, the fact that they took time and put animations locked into it, I'm gonna probably put it in the A class. I know y'all all thought I'd put it in the S class, but no, I'm actually gonna put it in the A class because it's locked behind that huge paywall, and honestly, there's better mounts for free. So my vote is A class, Mr. Zelan. A class. All right. So we have the lovely Turkey Rhea reindeer in our OOF class. We have the regular Boerwolf and the Rheas in B class. We have A class. We have the wolves, the dire Boerwolf, the broom, the fat fluffy cat. And for our S class, we have the lovely Hellhorse and the lovely Unicorn. So please let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts of these are. If I should have put some the other way, or if y'all have your own tier listing you want to know. And if you do want the template, I will put it in the description down below, so y'all can go and kind of play with it on your own if you want. Thank you guys, as always, for sticking around to the end of the video. And I brought a spinning Zelan for those of you that love that. So it always helps me out a lot when y'all make it to this part of the video, and I will see y'all next time. Whee! Super boops!